A lone man packed his belongings and set sail into the endless ocean, unaware that this journey would become the greatest nightmare of his life. As his boat drifted farther from shore, a thick, unnatural fog swallowed everything around him. Visibility dropped to almost nothing. Panic slowly crept across his face. He had spent years at sea, but he had never seen fog this dense. Sensing danger, he shut off the engine and decided to wait. Then, bang, his tiny boat slammed into something massive. His heart pounded as he scanned the darkness, but all he could see was an endless wall of white mist. Suddenly, a gigantic shadow began to emerge from the fog. It was an enormous ship. Silent, motionless, completely abandoned. Confused, he circled the vessel several times. There were no lights, no crew, and no signs of life. He shouted at the top of his lungs, but only his own echo answered back. A chilling thought entered his mind. Was this a ghost ship? Unable to resist his curiosity, he tied his boat to the mysterious vessel and climbed aboard. The moment his feet touched the deck, strange sounds echoed from somewhere deep inside the ship. He froze. Instead of going in, he called out again and waited, but no one replied. The eerie noises never stopped. Finally, curiosity defeated fear. He stepped inside. The ship looked strangely normal. Everything was perfectly organized, as if someone had been living there only moments ago. Yet after searching every room, he didn't find a single soul. During his search, he discovered a walkie-talkie. Hoping someone would hear him, he desperately called for help. Nothing. No signal. No response. When he returned to the deck, the blood drained from his face. His boat had disappeared. He searched in every direction, but the endless fog had swallowed it without a trace. Now there was only one terrifying truth. He was trapped aboard the mysterious ship. Hours later, the fog finally lifted. Using binoculars, he searched the horizon, but his boat was gone forever. With no other choice, he decided to sail the abandoned ship himself. The engine refused to start. Using his years of sailing experience, he opened the sails and let the wind push the ship across the sea. For a while, everything seemed fine. Then the wind suddenly died. The ship came to a complete stop. His only hope was to repair the engine. He climbed into the engine room and began working. After striking the machinery a few times, the engine suddenly roared back to life. Relieved, he rushed back to the captain's chair and continued his journey. But the ship wasn't finished with him yet. A little later, he went to use the restroom. Without warning, a violent gust of wind slammed into the ship. The massive sails swung toward him, nearly throwing him into the ocean. At the very last second, he grabbed the railing and pulled himself back to safety. Shaken, he decided it would be safer to use the restroom inside the ship. The moment he stepped in, slam, the door locked itself. He pulled the handle. Nothing. He kicked the door. Nothing. He even tried removing the screws with a coin. Still, the door refused to open. Desperate, he searched the room for anything that could help. Then, he slowly opened a dusty cabinet. His heartbeat stopped. Inside, someone had smeared what looked like fresh blood across the walls. If you like my video, please subscribe.